Alright, so we're gonna take a little detour here because, well, when I'm playing this, it happened to be Tuesday. But you can do this on Saturdays too. So I'm heading back to Goldenrod City, and I'm gonna go enter the bug catching contest. Yeah, I'm gonna go catch me some bugs. So in order to do this, you need to go to the bug catching contest on either Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday, and you get to participate for free. However, I need to decide on what the Pokemon I want to send in is, because you can only send in one of your Pokemon. And I've decided I'm going to go with Marriland, even though he's a grass type and should get destroyed by bugs. I also need to make sure I'm able to catch the Pokemon I run into. Now, I have 20 minutes and 20 of these sport ball things that I can use to catch the Pokemon. So, whichever one of these runs out first, well, that ends the game. So, in order to play, all you need to do is just run around in the grass and find some bug-type Pokemon. All the Pokemon in here are bug-type, so that shouldn't be an issue. However, you'll run into some that you wouldn't have found otherwise, if you just went here when the contest wasn't going on. Now, the first one I'm running into here is BEEDRILL, and that makes a fairly decent catch. It's actually not too shabby. It's like a middle tier. You see, there's essentially 3 different tiers of Pokemon you can catch. There's your lower tier ones, which are Caterpie, Metapod, Weedle, Kakuna, and I think that's it for before the national decks. Then there's your middle tier ones, which are like Paris and Venonat, BEEDRILL, and Butterfree. And yeah, whoops, I whoops there. I used poison powder. Derp! I should have known that. Actually, I did. I probably just misclicked or something. Wasn't thinking. I was kind of low on sleep at the time. And then there's the 2 stars of the show, Scyther and PINSIR. They're the top tier Pokemon, and they give you the best bang for your buck, even though it's free to get in. They give you the highest score as far as Pokemon go. Now, the higher the level of the Pokemon you get, the better it's going to be, or at least the higher the level compared to its maximum. Now, this is important to keep in mind because some of the Pokemon have, well, wildly different levels in here. For instance, Paris can be as low as level 10 or as high as level 17. Same goes for a lot of the wimpier bug types. Of course, they're not going to give you much score anyway. This BEEDRILL's just giving me a heck of a time to catch, I tell you. You know what, I'm just going to skip ahead a bit. It took me a lot more effort than that, but spoilers, I end up catching it with this ball. Ha! Look at that. Yeah, I caught it. Thankfully for me, a level 15 BEEDRILL is the highest it gets, so it'll give me a good score. Let's see, what else affects things? Well, if you're into the advanced stuff, technically IVs, the individual values, if you have really good IVs on your Pokemon, basically that randomness to the stats, if it's really good, well, that'll give it even more points. If it's not so good, well, yeah, you can take a guess. I just ran away from that Weedle. I probably didn't have to, but it wasn't overly exciting. Ooh, level 18 Caterpie. It's looking so tough, huh? Well, whatever. I don't want to catch it either. Let's see. Oh, and another important factor is how healthy the Pokemon is. The higher its hit points is when you catch it, the higher a score you'll get. Okay, so it's a PINSIR. Now, this is one of the best Pokemon you can get here, and it's a pretty tough-looking thing. Yeah, pretty tough indeed. It comes in either level 13 or level 14. You can also find Scyther, too, but they're fairly rare. Only 5% chance of encountering either of those two. Of course, that's the same chance as running into BEEDRILL, or its cousin, Butterfree. I'm gonna try to catch this thing, and, well, that actually wasn't very difficult at all. Look at that. Caught it already. Piece of cake. Cool. So, this is a pretty decent Pokemon, but the fact that I can't really catch it, or that its level is a little on the low side, I don't know. Well, did I catch it or didn't I? I'm actually going to leave that a mystery. You know what, since it only shows it on the bottom screen, which you want to keep, so I'll leave it to you to decide what I end up with in the end, and then you'll see if you're right or if you're wrong. I'm gonna try to catch this Butterfree here. Now, again, I can go ahead and catch as many of these Pokemon as I want, because I can add them to my Pokedex. I can only keep one of them, whichever one I end up choosing, and then having that be the one I enter. But as far as completing my Pokedex goes, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and try to catch as many of them as I can. Or at least the ones that I already, well, the ones I don't have in my Pokedex. Because that'll help fill it out, even if I don't get to keep it for real. Ah, darn thing put me to sleep. Now, part of the rationale of sending in a Bayleaf into a field of Bug-type Pokemon is simply the fact that I know most of the Bug types in here are going to be resistant or very resistant to Magical Leaf. That's important because I know a lot of these Pokemon are at a lower level, meaning I don't want to knock them out. That's why I didn't send out any of my other Pokemon. I thought for a while about that, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I bet you Marriland's a tough cookie. I bet you he can handle a few bugs. Yeah, well, this Butterfree's just a pain to catch. Putting me to sleep doesn't really help. But thankfully, I've already weakened it enough, so I'm just going to try to catch it. In that case, I don't care if I'm asleep or not. Come on! Catch Pokemon? I can do that in my sleep! Right. Alright, come on, Butterfree. Come on, Butterfree, I want to catch you. Yeah! Does it? Cool, so I caught a Butterfree. Nice, that'll help. But will I end up keeping this Butterfree? Well, it ranges between level 12 and 15, so I don't know. Maybe I will. I really do like Butterfree, though. It's among my favorite of the bug types. Definitely my favorite of the ones you can catch here. Ever since that episode, Bye-Bye Butterfree. Oh, that was like one of those tearjerker episodes from way back in the day. Man, that was classic. Anywho, here's a Paris for you to look at. And, let's see if I can wake up to this thing. But God, I got put to sleep by that Butterfree that I caught a little bit ago. Well, a few seconds ago, really. Okay. Not very effective. Yeah, like, very not very effective. If that's even a way to describe it. Oh, and a critical hit. Wouldn't have just figured. Oh, not like I really wanted that thing anyway. Oh, well. Stupid Paris. Let's see, what do we got? Ah, it's a Weedle. Weedle! Urgh. Why do you have to exist? You silly little bug type. I'm just gonna try to catch it and see what happens. Well, that didn't go over so well. Come on. Oh, you're gonna do not poison me. Oh, that would really be a bummer. I don't think I can use items in here. I'm not sure on that, but maybe. I don't know. I can't see the bottom screen right now. I'm doing this after the fact. Oh, come on. You're just a Weedle. You shouldn't be so difficult to catch. I'm afraid I'm going to knock it out if I use Magical Leaf because it's so weak. Well, I guess I wouldn't. I think it's quad resistant, so it shouldn't matter, but whatever. I caught it anyway. It's a hairy bug Pokemon. Attacks using the 2-inch barb. Hey, I wonder if I kept that Weedle, guys. What do you think? Do you think I cut the Weedle or not? If you think I caught the Weedle, or kept the Weedle, rather, you should just turn off this video right now, because then maybe you'll be right. Otherwise, keep watching, and then we'll see if you are right or not. Caterpie, not very effective. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Oh, well. What can you do? More wild buggies to fight. Oh my, it's another Weedle. Look at that. Look at that little thing with its big derpy nose and its beady eyes and its little horn and stinger and its little appearance. I don't like Weedle. Sorry. Sorry. Caterpie was always better. You know it to be true. Search your feelings. Search your heart. It's true. You know it. And shoot, I knocked that thing out. I thought it had a little more oomph to it, but apparently I was mistaken! Oh well, I only wanted it for my Pokedex completion. Not like I'm gonna replace this awesome Weedle I have, right guys? So awesome. Oh, it's another PINSIR, and it has Mold Breaker! This thing just stands there and breaks mold all day! And binds me. But you know what? I have better plans for this PINSIR. Yeah, I'm gonna knock it out. That's what I'm gonna do. There's a reason for that, and this is that reason. Yay! Marriland level 32 and wants to learn Sweet Scent. Come on, that's a weak move. Lowers the foe's evasion. Why would I want to do that? This is what I want to do instead. What? Marriland is evolving! Awesome! Changing from a bay leaf, from some kind of soup spice thing, some herb you put in there that you don't even eat, to a big flowery dinosaur! Awesome! Look at that! It's big and it has a big old flower and it looks kind of cute, not overly menacing, and has big kind of dangly antenna things. And it has a lot of defense, that's for sure, and it has overgrown, and it's trying to learn Petal Dance, so that's a good thing. Because to be honest, I was really getting bored of Magical Leaf. However, I'm not going to get rid of Magical Leaf. I'm actually going to get rid of Poison Powder here because, well, I don't know. I just think Marriland needs to go a little more aggro. And I want to have Magical Leaf in case I need to do something. Because I get locked into attacking with Petal Dance. And also I might want to catch more Pokemon. You never know, right? I don't know about this Weedle, guys. It might not do the trick, but I want to see how this Meganium, this awesome Meganium, how it handles everything. And I got a true story for you, you know, when I was just a little kid playing Silver for the first time. Obviously, I didn't start with Chikorita. I started with Totodile, yeah. But, I totally mispronounced Meganium, like, the first year or so of it being out. I would always call it Meganium! And then I heard it being pronounced, and it's like, what? Meganium? That sounds Meganium. I'll leave that to your imagination. You can piece it together. But anyway, yeah, it sounded really off, but now that I look back at it, I'm like, wow, did I really call that thing Meganium? What's the matter with me? Oh, what is the matter with me? So anyway, I caught this BEEDRILL here, guys, and it's a really cool BEEDRILL. And when I say guys, I'm not referring to solely the member viewers of the audience that are male. I'm also referring to the gals out there. I'm just using it collectively as an endearing term for all Marriland fans who are now watching Marriland, the Meganium, not the Meganium, rip it apart in this bug catching contest. Yeah! Yeah, look at that. I just caught a Caterpie. I'm so awesome. Told you Caterpie's better than Weedle. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think Caterpie or Weedle? Which is your favorite of these two beginning bug-type Pokemon? Really think about it. And I'm not even talking about their evolutions. Oh, ding ding, you've run out of Pokeballs. Yeah, think about it. Okay, so I wonder what Pokemon Marriland caught. We will judge. We've chosen the winners. Placing third is Devin with a writhing BEEDRILL. Dude, this thing's writhing. And Dawn caught a wriggling PINSIR. Stupid, I should have caught that PINSIR. Pokemon William caught a whopping Paris. Whoa, thing sounds beastly. Man, I lost. Stupid BEEDRILL, it didn't do anything except lose. I got third. What a joke. I'm so disappointed in myself right now. If I were to go back home and talk to my mom, she'd just stare at me in disappointment. I lost. Oh, wow. Anyway, you do end up getting a Sunstone if you happen to win this thing, so that's pretty cool. I'll catch you next time on Marriland's Pokemon SoulSilver Adventure.